Hi, I'm Rich with Inside HPC, and I'm here with Ken Claffey from Xyratex. You're the business manager for ClusterStor. So Ken, tell me, what is the ClusterStor 3000?
Sure. Hi, Rich. The ClusterStor 3000 is really Xyratex's first and indeed the industry's first purpose-built storage solution for HPC. It leverages the Lustre open source file system, and really the whole idea was to understand end users' pain points. I know it's a bit of a cliche, but that really is where we started. And what they really like about Lustre was absolutely world's greatest performance, but they had a lot of issues which really started right from the first system installation, bringing all the components together, ongoing maintenance management. And the real crux of it came down into system stability, right? So really what we took was the Lustre open source file system, married that with Xyratex's enterprise class purpose-built platforms, integrated that with a software stack which we developed. And that software stack which goes right from the very deep system diagnostics, all the way up to the Linux OS, data protection layer, all the way up to the ClusterStor Manager. The ClusterStor Manager being a single pane of glass for managing the entire storage cluster. And what the value proposition really to the end users is, we give you a system that not enhances what Lustre does well, goes even faster, but also gives you that system reliability, as like we talk about with the Xyratex, is, the RAS, reliability, availability, serviceability of that system, and then bringing that together with pre-configured in our factories, optimizations, such that when the rack rolls in, easy to install, easy to manage, easy to maintain.
All the gain without the pain, right?
In a Cliff Notes version, that's exactly
okay.
it.
Okay, so tell me about Xyratex and their involvement in the Lustre community.
Sure, that's something actually I'm hoping that people are starting to see us take more active involvement with. You would have maybe noticed that at Supercomputing we actually announced that we become not only a member of OpenSFS, but actually a promoter, so we were a member of the board there. So what that signifies is Xyratex's financial commitment in terms of direct investment into both Lustre ongoing maintenance and obviously Lustre's roadmap as well. What you also may see, and for those who participate in the OpenSFS community, and we always encourage more people to, it's absolutely the right venue for that. We're participating in the working groups, which is really coming together, particularly on the technical side, to define where Lustre is going in its next generation, subsequent releases. And then from even more direct investment in terms of resources, Xyratex is kind of unique in that we have our own direct Lustre development team and support team. So what the people are now starting to see, and I think we need to do a better job of this, and it's something that we're working on, is our direct involvement in terms of working with WhamCloud and other community members in terms of landing patches, contributing to the source, ongoing maintenance, and then coordinating on the future technical releases for new features, which indeed many of which we're starting to develop within Xyratex ourselves.
Mm-hmm. So just from an outsider standpoint, you've been in this for a while. Last year the Lustre community kind of came together and put down the swords and decided, is the Lustre community starting to behave like a community?
I really think so. If you look at the coordination that now takes place with kind of the unified side on the US with regards to OpenSFS, and then you saw actually also with supercomputing the tight alignment with EOFS, of which Xyratex is also an important member. I think we see really good alignment and a coordination there. And not just within the organizations. I think if you look at some of the main developers, the engineers, let's face it, most of them came from our previous CFS days. Obviously, we've got the likes of Peter Brown, Peter Bajanic, a number of the original architects here, working closely with the guys that they worked with for many years, developing Lustre at WhamCloud. I think there's a really good relationship and a developing relationship between Xyratex and WhamCloud, and then also between OpenSFS and the community and EOFS, the broader community forums. You look at all that together, and I think the community is in a pretty healthy state, and I would say getting stronger as we move forward.